famines are man-made, you know.
Yeah.
They're not just always because of drought, but so many conditions that can lead to that. Or the fact that Gaza has been on food rations and calorie counts
Yeah.
for several years. And now it's escalated to the point that it has escalated. Somalia, of course, experienced horrifying famines to which we can attribute many political conditions. I
Right.
just wanted you to like just educate us a little bit about this idea of food rationing in refugee camps and just generally food precarity and how that's kind of a political implement, a violent implement, you know.
Right, right. Exactly. It is antithetical to also the idealized view of what a refugee camp, a humanitarian space, right? It's intended to be a space of rescue, right? To most people, the image of a refugee camp is a space where people are being taken care of, people are being fed who are starving, right? But when you look at the actual bureaucracy and structure of a refugee camp, so for example, in the Dab in Kenya, right? Part of the agreement between the UNHCR, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, and the Kenyan state is that the Kenyan state will help operate and host this camp in a way that involves minimal resources that the Kenyan state devotes, right?
Mhm.
And then, of course, you then have this situation in which I always try to tell people it's about power and who has power to determine what is good. You have people determining how many calories a typical family should have, right? And so I'm looking at UN documents, a family in the camps should have, and this is for entire family, for like, 3, 4,000 calories, beans, so on and so forth. And it's a restriction of one's access to food that leads to hunger, a hunger that is not natural, but is created by the structures of both the camp and the Kenyan state and these NGOs